24. And up next, we'll see Drake London. No one's been busier this season as he currently paces the NFL in receptions. It's the Falcons and the Colts. All that and more coming up next.
First opened in 2017, there's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they enter play. They come in off another victory a weekend ago. That ran their win streak up to 7 now.
And I think that win last week established them as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with confidence and swagger, and you need that to go a long way.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, it's been perfection so far. They come in here unbeaten at 14-0.
And just 2 wins away from doing something only 2 teams have ever done. But the most important thing for them now is to make it to the postseason in one piece.
A happy Christmas Eve to all. What a good one we have in store as we are underway here in Week 16. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here come the Colts to take over for the first time, and leading the way is a number 4 pick in the draft out of Florida. Here's Anthony Richardson.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. But Charles, as we've covered, they've already clinched their spot in the postseason, so now they just want to avoid adding any additional names to this list before the postseason begins.
Terrific observation, because trying to move up a spot, I don't know if it's worth it if you're trying to play guys who aren't quite right. Get them healthy, get ready for the playoffs, make your move then.
9 good yards here on the run, and now 3rd down. And, Charles, you think about this offense, it's kind of a tricky time of the season because you're 14-0, looking to see this one out. His first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game, because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Richardson now on 2nd down. He'll dump that one off to Moss, complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Richardson. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. The Falcons ready to go to work here on offense. And at the helm in his 2nd season, Charles, it's Desmond Ridder.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
Ridder, short throw, caught by Pitts. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. for the Colts. They were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Algier will try to pick it up. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. It takes 2 to tango. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. And London, the motion man right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. In motion, Hollins. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there, all 11 guys on defense, diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Ritter on the 4th down try. Flushed out right. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Desmond Ritter, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking, nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And this game, CD, some are calling it the game of the year. Others are saying, hey, this is the Super Bowl preview. And as we speak, these are the top seeds in each conference. How do you think these two teams approach this one internally?
And I think that we both subscribe to the theory that it is the game of the year so far, and it could be a Super Bowl preview. I know outwardly both teams are going to tell us, hey, it's 1 of 16. We're going to do what we do. Let's just go ahead and play our game.
Richardson hit it. He fumbles it. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and it will be Falcon football. Falcons offense making their way onto the field. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
Meanwhile, Ritter's throw taken in by London. And he is out of bounds inside pickup there. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Ritter to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Looking to throw once more. Here's Ritter. Being chased out left. He'll find Jones again. Complete. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. He was out there waving his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
He'll buy some time right. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Ritter here on 3rd and 2. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
The whole idea of the screen pass is to fool the defense in a big way and create a big play.
They weren't fooled.
Not 1 second, not 1 bit. How about them figuring it out, diagnosing it, and spilling it for lost yardage?
So a great 1st quarter continues here as they add on to that lead.
And Brandon, I think it sets up what's going to be an important drive, because it's now 17-0. So the other guys, they got to figure out something quick before this game gets away from them.
So an early advantage now, and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Moss. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Richardson looking to throw. His throw incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again, it's Richardson on 2nd down. Looking for Tunyon on the crosser, and he's got it complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 45-yard line. Now Richardson is going to keep it running right. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now Richardson back to throw it. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 33. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. That complete to Downs. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down. You talk about this Falcon defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively, because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that it's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 21. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. They're going right back to Pittman. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. They'll run here with Moss. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Zach Moss, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts get a bit closer. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Falcons offense set to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. With that catch, he's now 18 away from 1,000, so he's at 982, and that's how many Randy Moss had, 2018 Hall of Famer.
And similar to the recent Hall of Famer, we argue about which catches were the most memorable because so many of them were 982 and counting.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Ritter back to throw. Rolling to his right. Room here to run. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
And that is a historic run for him, partner. With that pickup, he just broke Lamar Jackson's 2019 record for most yards in a season by a quarterback. No one has done it better across a 16 or 17-game schedule. Now his name will be forever linked with the best runners to ever play at that position.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 2nd, here's Algier. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a 2nd touchdown. Tyler Algier, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons add 6 to their lead. So a toss play there does the trick as he's into the end zone.
And you don't run this unless you're sure you've got a guy who has the speed who can get to the edge, because what you're hoping for him to win the race to the corner and turn it upfield to the end zone.
Able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Colts getting another possession here on offense. And right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
On 2nd down, it's Moss again. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. It's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Richardson looking to throw this. That is caught And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Richardson.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The Colts on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Now it's Richardson.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Beginning on the ground with Patterson.
Cordell Patterson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
45 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Andrew Van Ginkel there on the stop. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Ritter will set up to throw it.
Sliding out of the pocket. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
No, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away.
Back deep for the Colts, Isaiah McKenzie.
And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield.
On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10.
Moss on the give up the middle.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. They took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on 1st down.
Now a 2nd and 10. Ritter. Firing, and Julio
Jones has it on his slant. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to throw, Ritter. Got this complete to the tight end, Pitts. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays,
touchdown Falcons! Drake London from 8 yards out. And the Falcons are able to add on to their first half lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. As the Colts offense makes their way out, we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, his team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through. And I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
They'll run on first down with Moss. He'll take this to the 46.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped at his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll lead the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Here's Richardson to throw.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line.
Time to get another look at Drake London and the Falcons offense.
He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise, he can really decimate him.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability.
Ritter on 1st and 10.
And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
And cue the applause, and there it is for him, the mark he's been aiming for all season long. 1,000 yards. Just the 3rd quarterback to reach that milestone, joining Lamar Jackson and Michael Vick. That's a season's worth of work and a huge commitment to get him the touches that he needed to make that happen. Congratulations.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Now a carry for Algier, headed right.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Ritter now looking to throw it this time. Short throw caught by Pitts.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
Ritter to throw it.
And Jones has it over the middle. He's up to 70 yards now in this first half receiving as he's got a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but always so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now Ritter to throw on first down. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
1st and 10, it's Patterson.
They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now an option play on 2nd down.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Looking to throw it here. Ritter.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So more of the same here, CD. Not a touchdown, but 3 more points added on to their lead.
Yeah, it's been a total domination here in this first half. Offensively, defensively, even the special teams have chipped in as he connects on the field goal. It may be a little bit premature, but I think the only thing they're worried about dominating now, the post-game meal.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Bud Dupree in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. A great return there of 22 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Bring out the Falcons offense once more. Cordero Patterson ready to go again at running back.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson.
And room there to work it inside the 25.
60 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. 3rd and 3. 3rd down, here's Algier.
And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Running the counter, Patterson.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might just...
Touchdown! Drake London.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year.
And the Falcons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that as he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Colts going to take over now late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here. But with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there. But they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
3rd and 1, Richardson to throw.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew's got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon. That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons. Here's Ritter. Short throw caught by Pitts. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Ritter off the play fake.
They'll roll him out right.
Ritter has it knocked down. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Ritter now.
He'll buy some time right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Colts pick it up. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1.
On 2nd down, it's Moss again.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Taking it right down Broadway. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. Ritter and the Falcons now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Straight ahead, Patterson. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Flush to his right. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's Patterson again. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 33. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They're really locked in on offense.
Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Ritter back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Targets Miller here on the out route. He's got him. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down. Another throw coming up here for Ritter. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Ritter will set up to throw it. Flushed out right. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Patterson, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Back to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown, Falcons! Mac Hollins, a 2-yard touchdown grab.
Colts take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And the Falcons score to cap it off.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half.
Come on. Hey.
On first down, they'll start out with Moss.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
A give running right, Moss.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Now it's Richardson.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense.
Richardson under pressure, and down he goes. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
Desmond Ridder in the Atlanta offense set to go once more.
He really continues to pick apart this defense. Last drive, perfect, and it culminated in his 3rd touchdown pass.
As long as we've been doing this.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
On first down, Ridder.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Ridder.
Rolling to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Oh, he's been fun to watch in this one. He's made the correct reads all game long and helped stake his team a huge lead. Running, passing, he's made all the right decisions. But that wasn't the right read on that one. It falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with the bigger guy to try and use size? Try to go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Patterson running between the tackles. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
They'll run with Patterson.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Back to throw, Ridder.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
Adetomiwa in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
So tack on 3 more, though this, it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great too.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just ask the basketball refs when they have to officiate block and charge.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Moss.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Bud Dupree able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. Bust through the tackle. Cordell Patterson. Touchdown, Falcons. Officially, it'll be a 68-yard punt return score. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, it certainly feels like that kind of game, doesn't it? No matter what they do, it's going to work. That might be the absolute crusher right there. A punt return for a touchdown.
Feels like there's been a lot of crushers in this game. This lead just gets bigger. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Richardson now on 2nd down.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Now on 3rd and long, they look to throw.
And that is incomplete. And the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, standing just outside his own goal line. "35 yards that time on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. We'll get another look at Drake London as this offense returns to the field.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Once more, they turn to Patterson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run for it with Algier. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta.
Ritter now looking to throw it this time. Got London on a slant.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
1st down, here's Ritter.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Eluding the pressure right.
Familiar sight all game. Pitts has it once more.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Touchdown! Cordell Patterson. He scored on a punt return, and now he's scored through the air.
And the Falcons get another 3rd-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. And certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
We're off to the 4th quarter in the NFL on EA Sports. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. This one complete to Tunyon underneath.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. So the flag thrown for the contact, mark off the yardage.
And sometimes you just read a hitch route way too fast. You get there before you're supposed to, and there's the penalty.
Richardson under pressure, and down he goes.
Lorenzo Carter, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards.
On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it.
Under pressure, they got him again. They get to him for a loss of 4. And it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
3rd and long for Richardson.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. What was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. And the Colts are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big fourth-quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 4. Richardson looking to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead them to 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And here now come the Falcons. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Ritter to throw it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Throwing on 2nd and long. Ritter. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short. Ritter. They'll roll him out right. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown Atlanta. Desmond Ritter, a 23-yard run. And the Falcons are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Get it.
1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. In trouble, and he's taken down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Richardson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Ritter on 1st and 10. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Ritter back to throw. Over the middle, caught by London. Touchdown, Falcons! Drake London from 17 yards out. And the Falcons add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
And the Colts coming out now.
And certainly starting to appear that they might finally be about to suffer that first loss of the season. What a heck of a run through 3 months, though, but they trail big here.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Richardson on 2nd and 10. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods.
A big play there for Indy. 54 yards.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They'll go up the middle here with Moss.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's a give to Moss out of the shotgun.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now Richardson.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. James Washington, his 1st touchdown on the year.
And the Colts get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Extra point by Gay is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Time to get another look at Drake London and the Falcons offense.
Oh, this defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he was really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought.
Now a 2nd and 2. Ritter.
He'll buy some time right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
And they're going to speed things up here.
They'll go again with Patterson. And a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
2nd down and 6 now. Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. A handoff for Patterson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll run with Patterson. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. 129 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Patterson. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
Ready?
Ritter on the 4th down try.
Escaping the pressure right. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Touchdown!
Bijan Robinson
From 3 yards out.
and the Falcons just continue to roll.
What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed.
I love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, the famous basketball coach, used to say. Be quick, but don't hurry. You can see that everything is happening for him, but he's not taking it at a pace that he can't sustain.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
That's interference. Defense.
Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now,
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. That one will set them back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
Richardson working from the gun. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
On 1st down, Richardson.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Richardson looking to throw this.
And the pressure gets to him again. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
And Richardson back to throw it.
Ball stays up. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
And he'll take it just outside the 40.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Atlanta now coming out on the field.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to take over here up near the 40.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
2nd and 10. One last shot for Richardson.
And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time has run out on this ball game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season, but on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Atlanta, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Colts, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.